Joining us now is John Heinberg, Senior Market Advisor with Stewart Peterson. John, thanks for joining us this morning.
Good morning, Robert.
Hey, we will start with the grain markets. How are they looking on this early Wednesday morning?
Well, let's hit commodities in general this morning. We're seeing another negative day, kind of across the board, some risk off. We got a lot of outside influences affecting U.S. commodities. Grains also showing that. Corn's down about 4 across the board, beans 3 to 5, wheat 8 to 10. We got the Chinese stock market is something I don't know if people have been seeing or you're hearing in the news. Obviously, it's been down almost 30% since the mid of June. So that's got a lot of people concerned about the economic condition in China. And obviously, when you're the world's largest customer, that puts a lot of shakiness into those commodity markets.
As we continue to have these problems in Greece and China, how much of a domino effect are we going to see, and how long might that domino effect last?
Well, at least in the short term, it's becoming more of a news story. Sometimes, it's one of those, buy the rumor, sell the fact type situations where the markets are reacting to these types of news events. In the long run, you just got to ask yourself, I guess, what does it mean in terms of the U.S. economy, demand for greens, things of that nature. But with the run-up we've seen in the greens over the last couple weeks here because of the weather conditions and the stocks numbers that we saw last week, we were kind of poised for a bit of a sell-off. So I'm not surprised we're seeing some tests back to some lower levels here. But then as we get closer to the fall, we'll understand what type of crop we really do have out there.
Now, we're in the midst of barbecue season. How is the livestock market looking?
Livestock market, cattle had a fairly decent day, coming off some lows, but testing the top end of that resistance channel again yesterday. So we'll have to see if we can get those cattle to pull through that. Again, there's demand concerns are a big key as we move past the 4th of July holiday. Hogs numbers are still pretty plentiful, so there's still a lot of pork out there, but that market's poised for maybe a little bit more of a pull ahead just to get a little bit more strength in those hog numbers as we maybe kind of topped out on that expansion. And then with grains getting more expensive, there's a little concern too. Maybe some of those hog weights will start coming down. I'd lighten up that supply picture a little bit.
As the bird flu continues to affect the poultry market, do you think more folks are going to start buying more beef and pork products?
Well, realistically, that bird flu kind of hit the egg sector more than it did the meat sector. And then obviously on the turkey side, that does affect the turkey production side. It's kind of become an old news. We don't even hear too much chatter about it anymore in terms of the market news. I think it's kind of one of those things that's come, it's gone, it's here, we got to deal with it. But in terms of the actual meat production, we're still seeing poultry's egg sets being high and those hatch rates still being very high.
Oil prices dropped again yesterday. How is that affecting the biofuel markets, if any?
That really comes into play on the corn and the bean markets. There, obviously, that profitability of those fuels in relationship to oil, as that price drops, will obviously put some counter pressure back on those grains as well. Maybe we stabilized a little bit yesterday afternoon. We are lower again today. Again, another reaction off of the whole Chinese economy concerns.
All right, John, we are out of time. Thanks for joining us this morning.
Thank you very much. You guys have a great day.
Hey, you too. All right, once again, that was John Heinberg, Senior Market Advisor with Stewart Peterson. Stay with us. Coming up after the break, another look at your weather forecast and a sneak peek at what's coming up on the Valley today.